Today I'm making Cowboy Cornbread. So it's got meat and beans and cheese. It's going to be good. Let's get started on Darlene's table.
I'm starting by browning 2 pounds of ground beef. Then we have onion, 505 hatch peppers, pinto beans, bell pepper, cream corn. All that's for the cornbread. So it's cheese. I use Jiffy. My favorite seasoning. All right. I'm going to start by browning 2 pounds of the ground meat. I'm adding 2 teaspoons of cumin. Continue to break it up so it's in crumbles and brown. I'm removing a lot of the liquid. I'm using a paper towel so I don't have to lift this heavy skillet and drain it. Continue browning the meat. Now I'm adding the onions, bell pepper. I always like color in my casseroles. Now the hatch chilies are the 505 chilies, and these were pretty warm, so I didn't use all of them. Now my husband would have liked it if I had. Now a can of pinto beans. Taste for salt and pepper, and it did need it. I like to use nature seasoning. I'm going to mix this well, and this part of the casserole is done. This is what will go into the bottom of the 9x13 baking dish. All right, so now we're ready to put this together. 9x13 pan, in with the meat. Now I've got 2 cups of shredded sharp white cheddar. You could use a Mexican cheese blend or whatever your favorite cheese is. I used 2 boxes of Jiffy cornbread mix. Now in with the milk and the eggs. Mix this very well. And then we're going to add a can of cream corn to the cornbread mix. This will go over the top. When this was finished, everyone really enjoyed it. And it's so easy to make. Quick and easy. Now into a 425-degree oven for about 35 minutes. If it starts to brown too much, just cover it lightly with a piece of foil. Now I'm pouring melted butter over this, and then I'll let it sit for about 10 minutes before I cut into it. Doesn't that look nice? It really was very good. Cowboy Cornbread Casserole. Well, yeehaw, here we go. My neighbor across the street says this casserole is a winner, and I have to agree. It's an all-in-one meal, ground meat, beans, onions, peppers, and spices with cornbread on top. Now how convenient is that? It's a sweet cornbread because the recipe calls for sweet cornbread, but I don't see why you couldn't use a regular cornbread. I may have to try that someday, but my goal here was to test this recipe and say it's a keeper just the way it is. So if you want to make this dish, go to darlenestable.com and find the recipe with all the ingredients. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, please give us a like and consider subscribing. That way you can keep up with what is going on Darlene's Table.